The cargo bay doors slammed shut, locking the prisoners inside. Captain Rawls strode across the deck, mandibles clicking with pride. "Easiest raid I've ever led," he boasted to his crew. "The humans didn't even put up a fight once we grabbed their young. They'll beg for mercy to get them back." Several alien soldiers laughed, tossing glances at the row of small cages behind them. Inside, 7 human children sat quietly watching. One soldier stepped closer, peering at the captives. "Strange," he muttered. "They don't look afraid." The children's eyes followed his every movement. No crying, no pleading, just calm, steady stares. "They're too young to understand," Rawls said with a dismissive wave. "Humans are soft. They'll surrender their colonies, their weapons, everything, to protect these little ones." Another soldier frowned. "I've heard stories. Humans are different about their young." Rawls laughed. "Stories. Myths to make them seem scarier than they are. You've seen them. Weak, fragile, unarmed." The children exchanged a look, but said nothing. Rawls turned back to his crew. "We'll send a message to their colony at dawn. Demand food, weapons, and ships in exchange. They'll cave." The calm officer hesitated. "Captain, what if the humans don't negotiate?" "They will," Rawls snapped. "That's what prey does." In the cages, one of the older children leaned toward the others and whispered something too quiet for the aliens to hear. The younger ones nodded, eyes never leaving their captors. The silence of the children unsettled more than a few soldiers. One muttered, "Why aren't they scared?" Rawls smirked. "Because they think someone's coming for them. But no one's crazy enough to fight us here. We're safe." Far above the ship, beyond their sensors, something massive was already closing in. General Corvin slammed his claws against the hollow table, mandibles flaring wide. "You did what?" Captain Rawls stiffened. "We captured 7 of their young during the raid. They'll have no choice but to—" "Fool!" Corvin roared, cutting him off. "Do you have any idea what you've done?" The room fell silent. Corvin's eyes burned with panic as he stepped closer. "You didn't take hostages. You signed your own death warrants." Rawls blinked in confusion. "They're just children." "That's exactly why you're already dead," Corvin hissed. "You think humans fight hard for territory? For pride? They burn entire worlds to their young. They do not surrender. They erase whoever harms them." One of the officers stammered. "Surely they will negotiate." "They don't negotiate," Corvin snapped. "They don't threaten. They end you. I've seen it. During the Rim Wars, a raiding party took 3 human children. The humans didn't just kill them. They leveled every colony that supported them. They don't stop. Not until every last one responsible is ash." Rawls' mandibles clicked nervously. "We can return them before they respond." Corvin's claws curled into fists. "Do you think they'll believe an apology?" "No. Even if you let them go, they'll come anyway. And they won't come with words. They'll come with fire." A calm officer's voice broke through the silence. "General, sensors just picked up multiple warp signatures inbound. Fast. Too fast." Corvin turned to Rawls, his voice a low growl. "Pray to whatever god you believe in. You took human children." Every soldier in the room understood the meaning. It was already too late. The alarms blared, red lights flashing across every corridor of the command ship. Multiple human warships inbound. The calm officer shouted. "Closing fast, much faster than our interceptor can respond." On the main display, 6 massive vessels dropped out of warp. Their hulls were scarred, patched from old battles, bristling with weapons that dwarfed anything in the alien fleet. A cold voice came through every channel at once. "Return the children. Now!" Rawls' mandibles clicked nervously. Send a reply. "Tell them we will." No response. The officer said, trembling, "They're not listening." The humans fired first. Precision railgun shots ripped through the alien fleet's outer defenses, shredding shields and tearing engines apart in seconds. The humans didn't fire wildly. They aimed for disabling strikes, calculated and merciless. "Shields are gone," someone screamed. Explosions rocked the ship as another barrage landed. General Corvin stood frozen, watching as every story he'd ever heard became real in front of him. The humans didn't hesitate. They didn't waste a single shot. "They're cutting us apart," one officer whispered. The human voice came again, colder this time. "You have one chance. Release them." Corvin's claws trembled. "Open every cell. Now!" The prisoners were rushed to the hangar under heavy guard, but none of the human ships moved to stop them. Instead, they waited, silent, patient, engines burning like predators ready to strike. Corvin realized with a sick feeling that this wasn't negotiation. This was judgment. The cages opened, and the children stepped out without a word. They didn't cry or look afraid. They just walked to the waiting shuttle, as if they knew exactly what would happen next. Corvin stood at the edge of the hangar, watching as the human recovery team arrived. They moved with silent precision, black armor, faces hidden, weapons slung but ready. One of them scanned the children quickly, confirming they were unharmed. The leader turned to Corvin, voice calm but cutting. "This is the only time you will walk away alive. No speeches, no threats, just a statement of fact." The humans escorted the children onto their shuttle. Engines flared, and in seconds they were gone, heading back to the fleet that hovered above like executioners. Corvin's calm officer spoke in a shaking voice. "General, they're leaving." The human ships turned slowly, engines igniting in perfect unison. As the fleet disappeared into the void, Corvin realized a truth that every species eventually learned. Humans didn't rage. They didn't gloat. When someone hurt what was theirs, they simply made sure it never happened again. Corvin's claws curled tightly as he whispered the words himself. Never take their children.